All right, guys, time for session number 2. You can just put the door just a little ajar. Session number 2, the energy awareness training. Great to be with you guys. Excited about it. Had a great day here in Hollywood. Had some really interesting clients. Got a lot of great stories to tell you about. Can't name names, but I'll be filling you in on some interesting secrets of the rich, famous, and tormented celebrities here in Hollywood. So we've got an action-packed class for you tonight, and we're going to go further in the world of energy awareness. So I'm stoked. So give me a little feedback here. I want to know how's your week been? In a couple of words, what have you noticed? Have you been doing your energy work? Did you do the assignments that I gave you? Gave you a couple of assignments. The first assignment is to be energetically aware. We went over the energies. We went over some energetic principles. Awareness, that's the key to you guys to getting this. This is the key to you getting the superpowers of energetic awareness, is to be able to be observant. I'd cover that. You know, sometimes I'll cover points often, and because repetition is the mother of skill. And what we're doing here in these first 2 classes is laying down the foundation, the language, and the understanding. Both I'm giving you an intellectual understanding, and tonight I'm going to give you a physical understanding of the energetic worlds, both the energies outside of you and the energies within you. So give me a little feedback. How you guys doing? What's up? Awesome. Great. Cool. All right. So let's do a little recap, because every class we do builds upon the next one. Okay, so it's a stair step. What you learned last week, want to make sure that you have this down, is going to be the foundation for what you're learning this week. So, what did we learn last week? We learned that we live in an energetic universe. We learned that everything around us is energy. We learned the iceberg metaphor, that it's 10% of what we do see, 90% of what we don't see. And it's what we don't see that has the majority of control and the impact. We also learned that everything that is seen comes from the unseen. I did a great explanation of that. So what we're looking at when we're looking at a result or any situation, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a business, whether it's a health situation, that's the outcome. That's the physical manifestation, the physicality of the invisible energy. Okay? Really important that you get that, because what we're going to be doing is identifying that 90%. We're going to be identifying what the cause of what we see is. So this is where it gets really interesting, because the world out there, in the physical world that we live in, which is 3 dimensions, we live in a 3-dimensional world, what we can see, what we can hear, what we can measure. And normally what people look at is the physicality, the results of things. But as you're going to hear me explain, that's only 10% of what's going on, like the iceberg. It's only 10%. So imagine being able to connect into the other 90% of reality. That means going above the physical world, which we're going to be doing, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that. But let's concentrate on the fundamentals. I want to get really fundamentals in these first 3 lessons here. So we live in an energetic world, energetic planet, and if everything's energy, if everything's molecules in motion, then we live under the energetic laws. And the energetic laws, first one I told you last week was the world of duality. Duality. Actually, the first one was that everything's energy. So we look at everything from an energetic counterpoint. That was your homework last week, to be able to see things energetically, to be able to view relationships, situations, outcomes energetically. I want to open this new eye, this new perception, kind of have new glasses to be able to see things that other people can't see. And the first step of doing that is to be able to see and notice things energetically. Okay, so energetic law number one. Energetic law number two is that we live in the world of duality, that everything has an opposite to it. Okay, if there's a light, there's a dark. If there's a good, there's a bad. If there's a right, there's a wrong. If there's an in, there's an out. If there's a black, there's a white. If there's a male, there's a female, etc., etc. So we see two aspects of everything in the physical world. Really important to get that. Just looking at the light here, the sun's going down here in Hollywood. Had a great day. A lot of interesting people today. Okay, duality. So then we said, if everything's energy, if we're living in the energetic planet, and everything has a duality to it, then by logic, energy itself must have a duality to it. And we agreed on that. And we identified those two energies as high vibrational energy and low vibrational energy. And again, you guys want to be experts at identifying high vibrational energy. You know, it's like, give me a couple examples. It's like poker. Some of you guys are poker players. And you're playing poker with the guy, and the guys who are really good poker players, they notice things that most people don't notice. They notice what they call tells. You know, when somebody has a good hand or when somebody's bluffing, you know, they notice maybe eye movements, mouth movements, facial tics. If you guys saw the movie Casino Royale, the James Bond movie, when he's in this high-stakes poker game, you know, he makes a lot of money because he uses tells. He uses signs. There's certain signals, unconscious signals that most people don't see, but to the trained eye, they can see that. And if you can see that, you have information that other people don't have. Same like at the casinos. You go to the blackjack table. Well, you go to the blackjack table, like the average schmo, the odds are against you that you're going to win. In fact, big time. So if you have a basic strategy, you know, the basic strategy of how blackjack works, you have almost an even. They still have a little advantage to you. But if you can count the cards, if you can keep a running count of the cards, and you know how many face cards there are in the deck and when they're coming out, you can make a fortune, or at least people have in the past. It's the same principle that we're using with energetic awareness. When you're able to detect which energy the situation that you're in is, you can make the proper judgment and be right virtually every time, because the energetic laws don't lie. They're as dependable as, you know, the sun coming up tomorrow. So that's why I want you guys to be really clear to identify the terms of high vibration and low vibration, because you're going to be using this vital information with women, relationships. You're going to be using it with business deals. You're going to be using it with your health. You're going to be using it to discern people, places, things, activities, times of day, situations, if they're a high vibration and low vibration energy. Okay, so let's go over that real quick. High vibrational energy. I want you guys to know this as well as I do. High vibration energy is open. It's expanding. It's free. It's flowing. It's light, means not heavy. It's also light. It's bright. It's moving up. It's moving out. It's transparent. When you're in high vibration energy, you're strong. Your immune system is strong because you're in your truth. High vibration energy always tells the truth and is honest. And that is an energy that makes you strong when you're coming from what I call your authentic self. High vibration energy it's beauty, it's bliss, it's creativity, it's abundant, it's easy. In other words, no pressure, it's easy. There's no rush, it flows. Okay, high vibration energy has no attachments to anything. I'm not attached, I don't have to have anything, or I'm not afraid of anything. I can take it or leave it. High vibration energy wants the creator more than the creation, which seems we want the energy more than what the energy brings. And we'll be talking about that as we go into energetic freedom. We'll talk more about that. We want the light more than the light particles. There's happiness, there's joy, there's freedom, there's flow. It's all good, it's all positive, you're feeling good. Now, high vibration energy comes from activities like gratitude. You know, when you're grateful for what you have, you get more. When you're in an energy of love or kindness or appreciation, you're in high vibrational energy. High vibration energy activities are being of service, creating, sharing. And in high vibration energy, there's a term I use, which is we want to receive, and it's cool to receive, and we want to share what we have. Whatever it is you want to do, hey, you know, plenty of money, plenty of love, plenty of, you know, if you hit the jackpot, you know, you win the lottery, what do you want to do? Once they give you this big check, you probably go crazy for a couple of months, and what do you want to do? You want to bring your friends along, people that you care about, you want to share. So that's a high vibrational energy. And we don't have to think about it too much because it's our natural state. It's the natural state we were born into. So remember the next energetic law that says high vibrational energy can only attract more high vibrational energy. So that's why I'm going to be teaching you in this class to be able to create and expand your high vibrational energy. Now let's move into the second phase of energy, which is low vibration energy. And by the way, I may cover this every class because I go over these terms every day so that I'm sharp with it, so that I can recognize it. Now, let's go talk about low vibration energy. Low vibration energy is dark. It's stuck. It's hard. It's moving in, constricting. It's moving down. There's a lacking feeling, a needy feeling, a wanting, which also means lacking. There's stress. There's anxiety. There's drama. There's a feeling of desperateness, of anxiousness. Oh, I got obsessive compulsive. There's addiction. Got to have this thing. I need this thing. I need this thing to be happy, or I need this thing to be complete. Notice whenever, as I'm talking, I'm constricting. Okay, when you're in low vibration energy, there's a lot of self-attack. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. She wouldn't like me. You know, I'm screwed up. You know, probably never be happy. What's wrong with me? All that is low vibrational energy. The activities of low vibration energy, or manipulation, asking what's in it for me? What am I going to get out of this? Win-lose propositions. You know, we have a proposition whether I'm selling you something, or it's a date, or an interaction. Hey, as long as I win, I'm good. You lose, so what? I got what I want. Can you feel the attitude? It's low vibration energy, and there are emotions of fear, stress, anxiety, guilt, shame, all that kind of stuff. Now, again, reminding you of the energetic laws I taught you, low vibration energy can only attract more what, guys? All together, low vibration energy. That's really important for you to know. really important for you to know, because you're going to get visited by this. In fact, you get a visit by low vibration energy every day, because the difference between the two energies is low vibration energy comes to you free, comes to pay you a visit every day in your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And you can see that globally, and you can see that personally. Remember I said last week, if you want to see what low vibration energy is doing, I'm not talking about an idea, I'm talking about a force, a consciousness that's at loose in the world. And remember what I said earlier, what is seen comes from the unseen. So you ever notice, you look at the 11 o'clock news and you go, another shooting, another war is breaking out, another disease is taking place. We're worried about the economy. There's crime. It's just things popping up. Where does this stuff come from? You ever thought about that? Did you ever think about it? I mean, it's just stuff appears. Solve one problem, another one comes up. Solve one war, another war comes up. Bring peace to a country, and another one starts genocide or revolution. That's the global understanding of low vibration energy. It's a force on this planet, and it's real, and it affects us all, especially personally, because as it does its thing outside of us, it also does its thing inside of us. So there's a saying, as above, so below. As outside, so is inside. Still the law of duality. So when we have thoughts and feelings of, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, or you're going to go and see a girl and you go, wow, she's a beauty, and you want to go talk to her, and the voice screams in your head, she's going to reject you, don't do it, it's not going to work out, you're not good enough. All that chatter, that's low vibration energy at a personal level, and all of us have that inside of us. And the process of energetic awakening is the ability to identify our low vibration energy, and every human being has it, and the ability to recognize it and to make a decision to recover from your history, your baggage, your traumas, all that stuff that you've been through that you think you're trying to get away from. You heard my story on the last class of where I came from. And this work is about identifying that stuff, clearing it out, and moving into high vibrational energy so that you can be at this happy state all the time. It's called energetic and emotional freedom. Unfortunately, emotional and energetic freedom isn't free. It takes, just like, if you're out of shape and overweight and fat, getting in shape isn't easy. It's going to take some commitment and dedication to transform where you are from here to where you are over here. It can be done, it's done all the time, but it's not easy to do. Especially when you recognize that this is a force, low vibration energy, that we have to deal with every day. All of us, I have to deal with it every day too. The cool thing is, once you learn energetic awareness training, you have complete control over it, and it's not a factor anymore. And that's my goal and my wish for all of you, in this journey that we're taking. In this first series of classes, you're going to become aware of the energy. You're going to get tools to be able to release low vibration energy and move yourself into a high vibrational energy. Okay, a couple more things. Remember that this energy comes to us in disguise. What do you mean? Well, this low vibration energy never reveals itself to us. Like, do you remember when I said last week when I was driving across the Golden Gate Bridge, and the voice came to me out of nowhere and said, drive into the opposite lane? you know, and have yourself a nice head-on collision for a Saturday afternoon. Whose thought is that? It's not my thought. Where'd that come from? Now, that thought didn't come to me and say, hey, Glenn, hi, I'm low vibration energy, and I'm going to make you a suggestion that's really bad for you, and that's going to, you know, possibly, God forbid, kill you. But I'm just being honest. No, it doesn't do that, because dishonesty, lying, covering up the truth is low vibration energy. Textbook. Anytime that you're lying, anytime that you're not telling the truth, anytime that you're deceiving, it has an effect on your immune system. Your body knows. If those of you who do muscle testing, I do with my live clients here, you know, when they want to know the answers to something, I don't tell them. I say, let's see what your body has. And when you tell the truth, you test strong. Your arm tests strong. When you're lying or you're covering something up, you test weak. Your body never lies. So this is important, especially in your energy training, to know that moving, that's low vibration energy. And again, energetic law, low vibration energy attracts more low vibration energy. So why this is so important, you guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, is that everything that you do its very nature is energetic. Getting the girl, making the approach, creating rapport, connecting, bonding, coming to, man, that's all energy. Get, you know, business, closing the deal, making money, getting the business going. It's all energy. Being healthy, moving to new levels of fitness. It's all energy. It's energy is the invisible stuff that creates the physical result. So when you see somebody, you know, who's a champion in any kind of sport, well, let's take Michael Phelps, for example. The guy trains every morning, 4:30 a.m. 4:30, guy goes to the pool. Now, you know, there are some days he doesn't want to go to that pool, doesn't want to go. And there's thoughts, feelings, and emotions that go, can I sleep in? Can I, But using our terms, he meets that energy and he releases that energy. He releases that energy effect on him, and he moves into high vibration energy, doing whatever rituals he's doing, probably some of the stuff I'm going to teach you guys today, and keeps that level of commitment moving forward towards the goal. So, you know, it's the same energy, you know, when you wake up in the morning and the thoughts just start beating you up. Oh, what if this happens? Oh, what if that happens? What if I don't, another day, another slog, I gotta go to work, and just, all that's energy. It's showing up as thoughts. But remember, again, behind every physical thing is the invisible energy that created it. Write that down. Behind every physical thing, situation, activity is the energy that created it. So we see in sports so many times, you know, I saw it this season. You know, you see teams. We have the Clippers and the Lakers here. You know, and it'll be, you know, in the first half, Clippers will be up 25 points. It'll look like a blowout. You know, they just got it going on. It's, you know, every basket they hit, boom, boom, boom. And it's halftime. Then the third quarter. By the end of the third quarter, everything shifted. The other team has now caught up. They've now got, all of a sudden, the third quarter, the Clippers are in a slump. What happened? They were going up, 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 up. And now they're going da, 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 and the other team's going up, 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 up. And then it's a dogfight in the fourth quarter. And then what happens? Clippers lose. You know, the other team comes back, and and what are they doing? What's the coach doing after? Scratching his head, going, what the hell happened? You guys were in the flow. You had it going on. You know, nobody lost their talent. You guys are, you guys didn't nothing happened to you. You're still the same guys. What happened? They try to figure it out. Well, what happened? Was it the defense? Was it the zone? No. What happened was the energy. Somewhere the energy, the momentum shifted. And this is key to understand because it happens to us all, especially if you're energetically unaware. It can happen with a thought, it can happen with a feeling, it can happen in emotion. Anytime you connect up to low vibration energy, that low vibration energy is going to attract, because remember this, write this down, guys, all energy expands. All energy expands. Energy is constantly expanding. So whatever energy that you're in, if you stay in that energy, it's going to expand. Now, if you're in low vibration energy and you don't do anything to get out of it, so let's say I'm getting hit with a low vibration energy thought. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, you're a loser. Oh, like that. If I just sit here and stay in that energy is going to expand. And it's going to keep taking me down, taking me down, taking me down. So let's review. Quiz time. The low vibration energy has 3 purposes. Number 1, you guys remember what it is? Hope you wrote it down. Who are the sharp guys? Who knows? What's the purpose of low vibration energy? I'm looking. Number 1, to block you from what? To block you from high vibrational energy. That's right, boys. Good. So, somebody mentioned Power versus Force. It's a great book, Dr. David Hawkins. He was a great man. Let's stay on topic, though. I forget where I was. Oh, yeah. So, 3 things of the low vibration energy. Number 1, to keep you out of high vibrational energy. Okay? This energy, because it expands, wants to keep you from feeling good. Do you ever notice when you're in a funk, what I call when you're feeling kind of shitty or kind of down or kind of depressed? Looking at the door here. You don't want to see anybody. You don't want people to come over. You just feel shitty. You're going to stay feeling shitty. You're just kind of like, whoa, right? You see people who are down or who are depressed. Oh, let me come over. Let's go out. No, I don't want to go out. I don't want to leave. I want to stay here. The energy wants to keep you from feeling better. You know, when you go through heartache, breakups, or you get really disappointed, if you let that energy take over, man, you're just in a funk. Down, 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 down you go. So that's number 1. Guys got to memorize this. Got to know the 3 aspects, the 3 purposes of low vibration energy, so that you'll recognize when you're in it. Second, to create chaos and disruption and some form of pain. So whenever you got chaos, whenever you got disruption, it's low vibration energy, because the opposite of that is order, is flow. So whenever you got chaos and disruption and drama and anxiety, it's low vibration energy. And we know low vibration energy does what? Brings on more. Okay. Number 3, the whole purpose of low vibration energy is to take you down and to take you out. I mean O-U-T. Raise. And that's why we see so many people, when they get into a low vibration energy situation, start going, wow, you know, guys break up, you're depressed, you know, you lose your job, or you get laid off, or, you know, you go through some disappointment, you know, and mark this down. Low vibration energy loves it when you are vulnerable, because it's its job to attack. It's its job to do what? Block you from high vibration energy, create chaos and disruption, some form of pain, for the purpose of what? Taking you down. Now, it's just like I mentioned the mosquito example. The mosquito, when it wants to bite us, knows it can't ask us for permission, so it has to be covert. It has to wait for us, for our attention to be somewhere else, so it can strike when we least expect it. And it does a good job. But when we know it's there, you know, it's out of here. So this is why it's imperative for you to really get how this works, because this is the energy that disrupts your life. This is the energy that's caused you loads of pain. And this is the energy, if you're not aware of it, and you don't graduate from this training, will continue to upend and disrupt your life, because that's its job. And we can see it everywhere. We can see it everywhere. Now, last point is to remember, like the mosquito, the low vibration energy has to come in disguise. It can't come up front. It has to come like the mosquito, covertly. And consequently, it shows up a lot of times as pleasure. So here's a sneak preview of our next class. Most guys are into pursuing pleasure and avoiding pain. Pursue pleasure, avoid pain. Sounds right, kind of right, doesn't it? That's what we do as human beings. Want the pleasure, want to avoid the pain. Unfortunately, there's an energy out there called low vibration energy, and it comes disguised. Remember, I mentioned that a little bit last class. The girl, especially with women, comes disguised as a beautiful, hot woman that she seems to be nice. She seems to be girlfriend material. It seems to get involved with her. So you get involved. Remember we talked about it, you get involved, and then you're in a hook, line, and sinker, and then boom, the trap snaps. And then she changes. And then you change. And then all of a sudden, your heaven is turned into hell. The sweet angel you thought you had, you know, turns out to be the devil incarnate. And you're like, whoa, you're already in, you're in. You've already got their hooks in you. And getting out is hell. Staying in there is hell, and getting out is hell. And you say to yourself, if only I had known before, I wouldn't have gotten involved in this, right? All of us have been there. If only, that's a big phrase. If only I had known then what I know now, I never would have gotten involved. Well, guys, this is the class that teaches you how to remedy that. This is the class that gives you the wisdom to avoid the trap. So remember, I don't know if I went over this last week, but I'll go over it again. The definition of wisdom, please write it down, is the ability to see the results of your actions before you do it, not after. You heard the phrase, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So the benefits, the many benefits of this class is one, to be able to, instead of dealing with low vibration energy in whatever form it comes, you know, girls, you know, false friends, weird, you know, bosses, or whatever the situations are, the way you've been dealing with it is it's already on top of you. Now you're in hand-to-hand combat with this thing, so to speak. The goal is to be able to spot it before you get involved, before you jump in, and to avoid the trap, to avoid the landmine. Now, energetic wisdom is the ability to recognize the energy before you make the decision of whether this is something you want or something you don't, because the energies never lie. So when I can recognize something's low vibration energy, I already know, boom, low vibration energy, girl, place, activity, situation. I go down that road. That's the road to pain and suffering. Thanks, but no thanks. But if I don't recognize the energy, taking a chance, and I'm looking for pleasure, and it could be, you know, 100 pounds of TNT pain waiting for me behind the curtain. You see what I'm talking about? See the power of what we're dealing with here? So that's why I want you to be meticulous about learning the definitions of high vibration and low vibration energy, because this is going to come in handy immediately. Just living life, you're dealing with energy. Just going down to the grocery store, you know, just meeting people in your job, you know, in your fitness routines, in your businesses that you're working at, you're dealing with people, places, and things, and all these things are energy. And if you recognize the energy, you'll know how it's going to go. So let me give you an example here. Client comes to me, and a really successful trader, securities broker, something like that. And I'm teaching them, you know, I'm teaching them the class, teaching them the principles. And he says, well, Glenn, I have a question for you. Maybe I could get some advice. And I said, well, I don't give advice, but I'm happy to talk to you about it, about, you know, in the context of what I'm teaching you. He said, well, I work for a security firm. I mean, I sell securities, I sell investments or something like that. And I may have mentioned this to you. And I think that the boss is low vibrational energy. Did I mention this to you guys? Do you recognize this? I want to tell the story again if I told it to you. Cool. I'll just finish it briefly. And he asked me, hey, you know, what do I do? I think the guys who own the company are low vibrational energy. And I said, low vibration energy always attracts low vibrational energy. So, you know, sometimes it happens immediately, sometimes it happens later. So he decided to quit, and he was making a lot of money. And you know, months went by, and everything seemed the same. And he was going, you know, you're telling him about the energetic laws. I didn't give him advice. I just said energetic laws never lie. So he was getting kind of antsy, and 6 months passed, and he thought maybe I was a little nuts. Maybe this energetic routine was kind of baloney. At any rate, after the 6 months, the company was raided and shut down. All assets were seized from anybody who had been with the company for the last 6 months. So he made it out by 2 months. And that's an important story, even if I told it to you. It's an important story for me to refer to, because there's always space. Sometimes, the low vibration energy doesn't do you in immediately. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it waits for a while for you to get in. It's like getting involved with, a low vibration energy woman. If you knew she was low vibration energy, if you knew you were going to suffer, you wouldn't get involved with it, right? But you didn't. So you get involved. And that's when the energetic laws kick in. So this is what, I know this is new to you guys, and but I'm just relating different ways to look at this and ways to understand, so that it can help you, so that you can protect yourself, and then so you can be aware of the energies outside of you and inside of you. Okay, all right, that's our wrap up. Now, anybody have any questions about any of the material that we covered? Because I want to go on to new material now and to show you some cool stuff. So I'll just take a moment for questions about any of the aspects. I want you to ask me about this. I want you guys to be clear. I'm going to mention this because this is the foundation of understanding, of being able to see. This is the language of being able to ascertain people, places, and things. You see, everything's got an energy to it. Women, they all have an energy to that. Places. You ever walked into a place and you get a good vibe, and you walk in other places and you look around and it gives you the creeps? What is that? It's not anything physical, is it? It's an energy. You ever been with guys and you're doing activities, and you're having fun, and all of a sudden, they start pulling out stuff or doing activities that suddenly shift into low vibration energy? You got to be aware of that. If you see low vibration energy around you, man, you want to get out of there. You don't want it. You want to deal with that. Business stuff, high vibration, low vibration. You guys who are workout, I was a big workout fanatic. I was a bodybuilder for many years, and I was tempted, I worked out naturally and got as big and as strong as I could be naturally. But I didn't look like any of the guys in the magazines, and I didn't look like these buff dudes. So, how did those buff dudes get those freaking baseballs on their arms? Steroids. Get on the juice, you'll look good. Man, talk about a great example of high vibration, low vibration. I was tempted because I put all this energy, working out for years, eating right, diet and everything, and I just couldn't get into that super look. And I was tempted, but I never did it. I was so close, but something inside me said, that's the bad way. It's not worth it. What wasn't it worth? It wasn't worth for me to risk my health, to risk injury, to risk sickness. Now, I had friends of mine who did do it. And I'll tell you what, for 6 months, these guys were the bomb. They had the look. But that's the way low vibration energy gets you. It gave them that ego boost, that strength. Gives you an ounce of pleasure. Then what happened to them? They started getting acne all over their bodies. They started getting into roid rage. They would have these freaking anger disruptions. They became like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A couple of guys I know got liver damage, and they screwed themselves up big time. So they got an ounce of pleasure. They got those big guns, but they paid the price, and that was low vibration. So it's the shortcut, using drugs, using artificial means to get your outcome, gives you a little bit of pleasure and a whole lot of pain. That's a great example of low vibration energy. Okay, let me check here the board here. Is energy a feeling? Is energy a feeling? Yeah, it's a feeling. It's a feeling and an awareness. It's an awareness of knowing what the energies are, and a feeling, a sensation of knowing which one you're in. And when you become energetically aware, there's never any doubt of which one you're in. You'll know. Now, I'm traveling in high vibrational energy, 99% of my day. So if anything tries to pull me out, and I have things that try to pull me out, you can't help but live in this world. It tries to pull you out. But if you have energetic tools and skills, you don't let it. And there's a process to becoming aware of that. First process for you guys is memorizing those definitions and being able to keep the conversation up in every class. Well, is this high vibration? Is this low vibration? How does that work? Okay, so good question. Okay, what if you've been mired, Jonathan, what if you've been mired in low vibration energy your entire life? Should you just start taking actions to move your life in a different direction? Or is it more important to work on the energy movement techniques? Well, a lot of us have been through a lot of low vibration energy. I had a lot of low vibration energy growing up. I'm sure you guys have had it too. So what we're doing here is I'm taking you on a journey out of low vibration energy into high vibrational energy. And when you complete this course, you guys are going to be blown away by the transition that you make. So it's important to hear that you listen to me and you really go for it. If you've never gone for anything in your life, if you never did your homework in school, or if taking classes is just kind of, you've got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're depriving yourself of changing your life. This one thing, put your whole heart and soul into learning it, and you'll achieve a life that will blow you away in high vibrational energy. Because you have to remember, there's an energy that doesn't want you to learn this, doesn't want you to be aware, doesn't want you to know that it can hack into your head, hack into your thoughts, wants you to stay stupid, wants you to stay unaware, wants you to stay like the average guy, unaware, going for pleasure, avoiding pain, and falling into the traps. So this is an awareness here. You're aware that you're moving up, you're changing your life, you're expanding your consciousness and awareness, and you also have a force that's trying to pull you out of this. I want you to be aware of that. Didn't talk about that too much last week, but I'm going to talk about it this week. So you're going to get thoughts like, oh, energy awareness, that sounds like bullshit. I don't know about that. Just kind of stuff that's trying to pull you out. Here you are, you're getting pops all over the place. Yeah, wow, I never noticed that. Yeah. And there's a part of you that wants to neg it, to take you out, to keep you down. Be aware of that. Your ability to make the distinctions of and separate the low vibration energy in your head from the high vibration energy, which is to know your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, to know, hey, that's low vibration energy. That is not my thought. Versus, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling connected. I'm happy, joyous, and free. Man, that's high vibration energy. Awesome. We want to increase that, and we want to dislodge and disconnect the low vibration energy. So you guys just hang with me. Do what I'm telling you. Follow the instructions, and you'll start moving out. No matter how much low vibration energy you've been through, I've tailored this course here to start bringing you out of it. Okay? Take a couple more questions here. How to use energetic awareness to take consistent action towards my goals, even sometimes I don't feel like it. I'm going to show you here in about 2 seconds. I've got a lot to show you, but again, it's important for you to have the foundation and to be able to recognize what energy is influencing you. I'm going to say that again. It's really important to recognize what energy is influencing you, because you're either in high vibration energy or low vibration energy? Now, if you say, gee, Glenn, I think I'm in neutral. I don't think I'm in high. I don't think I'm in low. Oh, really? Okay. Well, how do you feel? I feel all right. Oh. Do you feel, well, let's go over the definitions. Are you feeling empowered? Are you feeling energized? Are you moving up? Are you moving out? Are you in your truth? Do you feel happy, joyous, and free? No, I wouldn't say I feel that way. Oh, okay. Then you're not in high vibration energy. And I go, well, I'm not depressed or anything. I just kind of like, great. That's what's called apathy. Kind of like, And apathy is a low vibration energy. Procrastination, a low vibration energy. Being in the past. Oh, I remember when I had it so good. What happened? Why did I get victimized? Or being in the future. Oh, what if this happens? Or what if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? It's all low vibration energy, and I want you guys to be able to recognize it so you know when you're in it and you'll be able to get out. Okay, a couple more questions and we'll move on. Okay. Can't focus on when I'm doing my homework. Okay. What is low vibrational sexual energy? Well, we're going to have a class and cover that, but let's go again. When somebody asks me, what is that? Low vibration energy, wanting, needing, desperate, lust, obsessive, compulsive. Gotta have it. I'm in stress. I gotta get my rocks off. I gotta, maybe this chick will put out. Maybe I can get it. Feel that energy. There's a taking. What's in it for me? I want to get it. It's almost like as opposed to open, free, flowing, easy, spontaneous, creative, abundant. If you look at how, the instructors work, especially Owen, man, he's high vibrational energy. He's an example of the work here. He's in a high vibrational energy state when he does his approaches. He's in pretty much a high vibration energy state now after all the work we've done together, pretty much all the time. So he brings that healthiness to people. So what I'm encouraging you to do, and I'll be going through this a little bit more as the class goes on, but whatever energy you're in, you create more of. So many times when you go to the club to get some, I want to get a girl. I want to get where I can take her home. I want to feel my energy. Is there someone to meet? And then at the end of the night, you go, well, I didn't get a number. I didn't get a kiss close, or I didn't, whatever it is that you didn't do. And you go, shit, didn't get it. Blah. Great. What's that? Low vibration energy. What's that going to bring you more of? Low vibration energy. Self-attacking. I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda. Why didn't I? Starts pretty soon. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Starts in a self-attack. Why didn't I do that? Why don't I hit the ball? I just low vibrational energy. So, is this ringing bells? I hope. Okay, energy. Let's see if I got any more, and then want to answer you guys' questions on this stuff. So important. Okay, all good. Need practical exercise to start grounding. Great, you're gonna get one in 2 seconds. RSD, just looking here. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Now, remember the second piece of homework I gave you last week? Second piece, which is to periodically check in to your energy. I want you to check into your energy. So remember what I had you do? I just sit in a chair, relax your shoulders, and close your eyes. So go ahead and do this with me. The energetic check-in. So close your eyes. Okay, now I want you to tune into how you're feeling inside. Notice if there's thoughts going 100 miles an hour. Notice if there's any tension going on inside. Notice if there's any event that happened recently that you're still thinking about that had an effect on you. Notice if anybody pissed you off today and you're still thinking about it. Just take a moment, be aware. Any tightness, any pain anywhere, just go ahead. We're going to take a minute and just be silent and go internally and check out what's going on inside of you. This is your internal energy. Okay, here we go. Ten seconds. All right, open your eyes. Now I want some feedback. Give me some feedback. You have was that tough for some of you guys? Do you have a lot of chatter going on in your head? Do you have, tightness in your stomach or your chest over something you're mad about or something, some issue that you're dealing with? Or was it just roses in there and it was just, Disneyland inside you? Go ahead and give me some feedback. The more you notice, the more that you can notice how you're feeling, be aware of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, any tensions inside your body, the more energetically aware you're going to be. And I want you practicing on this because this is your energy. This is the most important thing because this energy, how you're feeling inside, good or bad, is going to affect what you create, what you do, what you participate in. Remember I told you last week, energy, the life doesn't come to us, it comes from us. Remember? It doesn't come to us, it comes from us. Whatever energy, thoughts, beliefs, viewpoints, low vibration energy or high vibration energy we have, whatever is in us, we're going to create because that's the lens that we're seeing through. That's the canvas that we're painting on. Okay, get some feedback here. All good. Really, feeling shut down and frozen. Okay. Looking for feedback here. Good, tight. Lots of low vibration energy. Okay. Felt like Superman yesterday. Great. What about today? All right. So I want you to notice that, how you're feeling. And what happens to us is that when our energy is not in alignment, it's discombobulated. We're a mixture of our current dominant thought, good, bad, or ugly. You're concerned about the boss wants to see me tomorrow, or I'm working on this thing, or trying to get together with this girl, and she's going to call me back, and what do I need to do? All that stuff going on inside us. It translates into our bodies reacting. Our bodies are reacting. A lot of times we have tension in our shoulders. You ever see people, Hi, how are you doing? Good, nice to meet you. Tension shoulders. It's where we tense up. In our stomach, in our chest. Stomach, right? Our solar plexus. Stomach. Whenever we get a negative thought or a feeling, we take it internally. All right. So I want you to be aware of this. What's it feel like? You guys got to know this is your body. This is your energy. It's vital for you to know. It's like you don't leave the house, with your hair uncombed, or your face half shaved, or, your tie messed up, right? It's the same thing with your energy. This is even more important because this is the way you interact in an energetic world. You bring your energy out into the world and interact with it. And if your energy is all over the place, it's discombobulated, it's going to tend to be vulnerable and move and be affected by low vibration energy. If your energy is high, you're going to continue to move in high vibrational energy, and things are going to move in a high vibration energy, happy, joyous, and free. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys a brief energetic workout tonight. I'm going to show you some exercises that are going to change your energy. So just notice what your energy was, how you're feeling, and let's give it a number, 1 to 10. 1, you feel blissful, fantastic. Versus 10, you're in high stress, dealing with a lot of stuff, got a lot on your mind. So 1 is no stress, 10 is high stress. Give yourself a number of how you were just feeling when you checked out your energy. Okay? Everybody give themselves a number. All right. Now, we're going to start our first exercises. I want you to do these every day and notice the effect it's going to have on you. Okay, these are energy exercises that were developed by experts in energy medicine, and I do them every day without fail. And what this will do is this will get your energy flowing. So let's talk about this for a second. Energy is like water. If you put a bucket of water and you leave it in one place, over time, what happens to it? It gets dirty, right? You don't want to drink it. It could be flies in there. It could be, it hasn't moved. However, when water is moving constantly, like a river, for example, it stays clean. Why? Because there's movement. There's energy is moving with this, and it's creating, all kinds of higher vibrational energy. So remember, movement, flow, high vibrational energy. Stuck, not moving, constricted, held down, low vibration energy. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start moving our energy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a series of exercises here that I want you to practice. That anytime you need an uplift, it's about a 5 minute, I call it energy routine, energetic energy routine. Easy to do, easy not to do. If you do it, you move your energy. If you don't do it, the energy doesn't move. Now, so you guys know, everybody knows about acupuncture, right? With the needles. Now, move this down here. The way that works is there are places on our body. Our body has, just like we have blood circulation, we have energy circulation. And the experts in energy medicine say that any pain or any discomfort or challenge that we have, according to the Oriental understanding of the body, is a disruption in the energy field. So you may have heard the words qi, You may have heard the words prana. What that means is that we have what they call meridians or highways where the energy travels. Now, when the energy is moving, it's the basic law. When energy is moving and it's flowing regularly, it's high vibrational energy. Good things happen. When energy is blocked or when energy is congested and it's not moving or it's tough to move, that generally causes low vibration energy or generally causes stress. So think about it. When somebody talks about stress, I'm going to be talking about stress a lot. I want you to be, but I'm going to give you the basic concept. When I'm stressed about something, if I'm stressed about money, God forbid, what am I stressed about? Am I stressed that I have too much money? No, I'm stressed there's not enough coming in, and that I need more, or sales aren't flowing, or boss isn't happy, or there's cutbacks taking place, and there's another company takeover. It could be jobs, anything that stops the energy from moving. Okay, same thing in my body. If I got a sore this or I got a pain here or something, something's not flowing. In relationships, if I'm not getting along with my girl, if she's yelling or doing some kind of low vibrational behavior, there's not a flow there. There's a blockage, and when blockage creates stress, stress creates low vibration energy. So these are going to be the basic exercises I want you to do daily as we continue to explore and move into high vibrational energy. We all have circuits through our whole body, just like we have veins, we have energetic circuits. When those circuits are moving, the energy is moving, we're in high vibrational energy. So exercise number 1 is your head. All the circuits are found in the skull, in the head. Excuse me. So what you want to do is start by rubbing the head like you're shampooing your hair, and just giving it a rub to the side, rubbing the side of the head, rubbing it. This stimulates energy, also stimulates circulation, both energetic. Very important. Now I'm going to give you something worth the price of admission. How would you like to be able to have a technique that can increase your memory, that increase your concentration, that can increase your creativity? Would that be helpful to anybody out there? You bet it would be. And here's the technique. Okay, remember I'm doing the head rub? I'm rubbing up all over, side, back here. And after I rub my hair, myself a cowlick there, I'm going to take 3 fingers. Okay, let's take 4. 4 fingers. I'm going to put them on my forehead. And as I put them on my forehead, I'm going to rake across my forehead. This increases not only your energy, but it increases the blood flow to your frontal lobe of your brain. And it increases your ability to remember. It increases your ability to concentrate. It increases your ability, any and all mental abilities. More circulation to the head, to the brain, the more you're able to increase your effectiveness, okay? 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, got it? It's number 1. Head, side of the head, back of the head, all the way down to where the skull meets the neck. Give that a good rub. Okay? Then, the forehead rake increases circulation to the frontal lobe of the brain. Now, important, take a breath. Hold, exhale. Take another one. Inhale. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Fill up the lungs there. Hold it. Exhale. So I'm inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Okay? 3 breaths. Exhale. Great. Now we're going to continue on. The ears contain the points for every major organ in our body. The ear. You notice there's some drawings you see of the ear. It's like a fetus, like a whole human being is in the shape of the ear. So what we want to do is we want to pinch and activate, pinch every inch of our ears from the lobes. Give it a good pinch inside the ear, up the ear, inside the little where it curls up, all the way inside the ear, in the ear bones. Just pinch them as hard as you can. Doesn't hurt, but it activates your energy circuits. Okay, just take a minute. Make sure you got every place. Great. Take a breath. Exhale. Okay, I'm going to go over that breath again. I'm inhaling through my nose and I'm breathing down. Filling up my lungs with air, holding it for a moment, then exhaling through my mouth. Okay, cool. I'm going through this really slow because I'm teaching it to you for the first time. Now we have the collarbone. Right around our collarbone here, all this area, I'm going to take my 4 fingers and I'm going to bang on it here like this. 20 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to take a breath. Breathe it in, 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 hold it. Exhale through the mouth. Want to hear that coming out. Okay, things are happening. We're starting to move energy now. How cool is that? All right. Just finish this one. Okay, now I'm going to stand up. And we're going to do what's known as the cross crawl. Cross crawl means taking my right hand, lifting my left leg like this. This helps activate both sides of the brain. Doing this for 10, 8, 9, 10. Now stop, go the opposite way. That's right, left hand to right knee. Stop, back. Notice you have to think about it for a minute. That's cool. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to sit here for a moment. I can feel stuff's going on. So I'm going to end. I'm going to take 3 breaths. We're going to go in more into how the breath works in the next class. But for now, just get this down. Breathe in through the nose. Fill up your lungs with air. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Hold. Exhale. Good. Get all the air out. Get it all out. Okay. Let's take another breath. Inhale. I'm breathing into my belly now. Big breath, big breath, big breath, big breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About a 6 count. Okay. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Breathe low. Hold it. Exhale. Cool. All right. I'm going to show you one more. I wasn't going to show you this, but I think I will, just so you guys will, I don't want to overload you, but I do this one, so I'm going to give you another one. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to take your right leg, cross it over. We're in shorts here because it was almost 90 degrees here in LA today. Don't I have lovely legs? Okay. Right leg over left knee. Left hand on right ankle. Left hand on my foot. If you got shoes on, I'd suggest that you take them off. You don't want to be putting your hand on your dirty shoe, okay? Let's try this again. Cross my legs. Put my left hand on my ankle. Take my left hand and put it on my foot. Let's try this one more time. Let's cross your leg. Put your left hand on your ankle. Put your right hand on your foot. Okay, what this is doing is this is creating the ability for the energy to work, to go from right to left, left to right, to be able to access both right and left polarities. It's like the double helix or the circular 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 7 breaths, just normal breaths. So here we go. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Shh. Gotta hear the shh. Inhale. Big breath, fill it up. Exhale. Shh. We're not holding the breath on this one. Just inhale. Through the nose, exhale. 7 times, let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Take your time on the breath. I don't want you going, no, just take your time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, cool. Now, we're going to do the same thing, only the other way. I'm going to take my left leg and cross it over my right leg. I'm going to take my left hand, put it on my, I'm going to take my right hand and put it on my left ankle. Okay? Demonstrating again. Left hand underneath the foot. I'm putting it right about there. Right about there. Keeping my back straight as I can be. Depends on the chair you're in. Okay, one more time. Left leg over right knee. Right hand on the ankle. Left hand on left foot. Now, we're going to take another 7 breaths. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Now, one last aspect to this. I'm going to have you get your thumbs together and connect your fingers. Connect your fingers and take your thumbs and put them just on your third eye, just just above your brow, your third eye, your forehead, just barely touching. Like this. Take another 7 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hope you guys are doing this with me. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Now, energy is really moving. It's really moving. So what we want to do is we want to take advantage of this, and we want to sit and connect to silence. We want to be able to experience a pause, a silence, and just hang out. Maybe this will be your first experience. Just hang out in the silence, what Eckhart Tolle calls presence, the silent presence. And as we do that, that draws more high vibration energy. It lets the energy continue. So let's do this. Let's not talk about it, just do it. So close your eyes. Let's take a breath. Inhale. Through the nose, big breath, big breath, big breath, big breath, big breath, big breath. Hold it, hold it. Exhale. Let's take one more. Here we go. Inhale. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Breathe down into the belly. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale. Get it all out. Get all that air out. Now breathe normally and just pause. Be still and be aware. And just hang out in your energy. And see if you can touch the silence and just be present just for a moment or two. See how that feels. Just let go. See if you can notice the energies moving differently inside you than they were before. Let's take a minute to do that. Breathing normally. How many of you guys notice a more peaceful internal state now? How many of you notice that energy is, you can feel the energy moving inside, but it feels good. How many notice that your mind is quieter? This is the beginning to discover of how to travel in high vibrational energy. So just take another half minute or so and just see if you can just enjoy hanging out, being in the silence, the gap between your thoughts. Just be still, be aware, and just let go and engage the energy. For those of you who meditate, this is the meditation state of mind. For those of you who don't meditate or have found it difficult, you'll find that a benefit of learning energy awareness training is you'll be able to learn how to meditate with ease, following the instructions I'll be giving you. And just notice how it feels just to sit in silence here. Some of you may just be grooving on it. Notice if there's any resistance. Notice if your mind's quiet, or notice if it's gone, if it's jabbing at you. I want you to be able to learn to enjoy this peace. Because this is the portal, the doorway to high vibrational energy. Just take another few moments. Just hang out here. Everybody take a breath, inhale. Big breath through the nose. Big breath, big breath, big breath, big breath. We're going to hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale through the mouth. Shh, let me hear you. Shh. Excellent. Excellent. Hope everybody's feeling good now. I'm going to bring you back to full consciousness now. On the count of 5, we're going to be back in full consciousness. Number 1, feel the floor underneath your feet. Number 2, feel the chair underneath your seat. Number 3, feel the chair against your back. 4, and on the next number, coming back in full waking consciousness, awake, alert, energized, and having had an experience of energetic, vibrational energy. Coming back, number 5. All right. How do you guys feel? How'd that feel for you? How you doing now? You wanted some exercises to be able to move you out? This is the exercises we're doing. These work if you do them. So give me some feedback here. How you guys feeling? Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Awesome. Cool. Good. Great. Cool. All right. So let's review. We learned that light doesn't come to us, it comes from us, from the energy that we're holding inside. For law of vibration, law of attraction, we tend to create whatever energy that we're at. So we learn that energy is like water, right? It stays stuck, or if it's congested, or if it's discombobulated, or if it's out of alignment, it gets dirty. And if our energy gets dirty, congested, discombobulated, it shuts us down, and we're not working at our full potential. So what we've learned here is I've given you a simple 5-minute routine to move the energy. I want you guys doing this every day, like you're doing it multiple times a day if you can, because you're learning a new skill. So reviewing the exercises, what are they? Number 1, the head rub. Wash it like washing your hair. I want to stimulate all the circuits in my head, from the side, from the top, from the back, moving up, from the side, back of the head, all over, every spot I can think of, right? I take a breath through the nose, hold it, exhale through the mouth. If I want to increase my memory, if I want to increase my concentration, my focus, I take 4 fingers, I rake them over my forehead with as much pressure as I can stand. That pressure will increase the blood flow and the energetic flow to the frontal lobe of my brain. So, I'm a musician. Sometimes I have to work on complex pieces. Some of the classical pieces I play, they're very intricate. And sometimes if my energy's not right, I may forget it, or it just doesn't flow. I do this, take a breath, boom, I'm right there. I got it. Memory's clicked into place. I want to remember something, or something's on the tip of my tongue, breath, boom, there it is, okay? Giving you gold there. That's a gold nugget, okay? Continuing on, the ears. Every step of the ears, you're kind of pinching it, because the pinch stimulates energy to flow there. So everywhere you can, don't miss an inch, everywhere. Get in, get out, everywhere. Gun your ears, good. Take a breath. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale through the mouth. Next one, 4 fingers on our collarbone. Thumps. I call them 40 thumps. We're thumping that baby at least 20 times. Take a breath. Exhale. That one felt good. I'm going to take another breath. Why? Because I can. Inhale. Big breath, man, like you're just breathe that ox is so good for you. Cool. The next one, the cross crawls. We want to do 10. We want to start right hand, left leg. Do 10. Then switch. Left hand, right leg. Notice you have to think about it for a minute. Okay, 10. And then finish the way you started. Right hand, left leg. This is activating both sides of your brain now, getting your energy into alignment. Cool. Okay, then we took 2 breaths. You can take 1 or 2, you can take 3. Every time you breathe, you're energizing, creating more circuitry. And the last one was this one. The cross leg exercise. Cross your leg, right leg, left knee, left hand on left knee. It's the same. The hand goes on left leg, right leg, right hand here. So, explain it. Boom, cross my leg, put my hand here. Right hand on my leg, on my foot, in the foot here. 7 breaths. Then, opposite. Right hand, left ankle. Left hand on my left foot. Okay, everybody clear? Boom, boom. Again, boom. Fingers put together here. Thumbs, middle of my forehead or my third eye, 7 breaths. So I'm taking a total of 21 breaths on left, right, and this one, 7 here. Again, breathing through the nose. Big breaths now, not just a little breath. I'm talking, man, fill it up. Fill up that chest. Fill up the abdomen. Man, I want you to breathe down to your toes. Big breath. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. Cool. All right. All right, that's our lesson. Well, anybody got any questions about any of the content we went through tonight? Covered a lot of stuff. I want you doing these exercises. I want you doing them every day. I want you to do them every morning when you wake up. This will get your energy flowing. It'll be really valuable. If you're at work, you know, and your energy's kind of like midday. You got the midday out. Learn it. At night, especially if you're going to go out, if you're going to go out gaming or you got a date, get your energy going. This will help you greatly. This will start you getting used to how the energy feels. So I always want you to do a before and after. So before you do this, I want you to check in. You wake up in the morning, you go take a leak, you go grab some water, you sit in your bed or sit in the chair. Just take an internal check-in. How's your energy doing? Usually when you wake up, it's kind of all over the place. Okay, great. Now you know what that feels like when your energy is discombobulated or stuck or in a low vibration energy place. Great. Do the exercises. Takes 5 minutes. Easy to do. Easy not to do. If you do them, you get the results. If you don't do them, you don't. And then you finish off. And remember to finish off after you do this last one, you know, the cross-legged one. Right after that, set an alarm for 2 minutes and just sit and enjoy the kind of euphoria and just hanging out there. What I'm doing is I'm gonna lead you into being comfortable and enjoying and grooving on being in the silent awareness, the presence, because that's where it's from that presence that we create high vibrational energy. From that peace, it's an expansion. Talk more about that in the next class. Cool. All right. Questions? I know Glenn is speaking the truth. Okay, good. I speak the truth. Okay, let's see if you got what's going on up here. Question. How many times a day can we do this routine? Multiple times per day. There's no limit. I recommend that you guys who are going for it, do it 3 times a day. It's 5 minutes. You want to change your energy. You're motivated to have a better life. Do the exercises I'm giving you and practice them at least 3 times. Those of you, hey, you want to do it 4 or 5? Only takes 5 minutes. Easy to do, easy not to do. What time of the day is best to do this exercise? I recommend mandatory first thing when you get up. So if you're one of those guys that gets up and you know, is running like a maniac to get it together and get to work, set an alarm for 10 minutes earlier, 15 minutes earlier, just to be able to do this. I'd said for 15 minutes earlier. Just give yourself time to learn this. In the beginning, it might take more time, but eventually you'll get it down to 5 minutes. Okay. Can you briefly lay out all the exercises again? I think I just did, didn't I? Lewis, I went over it twice. Rubbing the head, forehead, breathing, ears, collarbone, thumps, cross crawl, cross-legged exercise, seven breaths, seven breaths. Okay? All right, couple more. What would you rate a numbness? A numbness. I'm kind of not sure what that means, a numbness. A numbness emotionally, where you just feel emotionally numb? Or are you talking about a body part that's numb? You're talking about emotional numbness, I would definitely call that a low vibrational energy. Because if you're numb, if you're not feeling anything, if you're just kind of like, ugh, that means, well, again, let's go back to the definition, numb. Numb to me means stuck, kind of not going up, not going down, kind of just moving in, more like the effect. When you're numb, you're at the effect of something. It means you're reactive. These are important terms to understand too, guys. Reactive is low vibration energy. Somebody hits me, I'm going to hit them back. You know, someone flips me, I'm going to flip them back. Reactive. Proactive, I'll talk more about this too next week. Proactive is, whoa, what's the energy behind what's coming at me? If I have hostility coming at me, if I return that hostility, I'm going to be moving down in low vibration energy. Don't want to do that. If I'm numb because I've been through some unpleasant experiences, I'm operating in low vibration energy, which means the energy is stuck, which means the energy is hard, which means the energy is congested, not moving. Numb means not moving. So if I stay there, if I stay in low vibration energy, what am I going to get more of? Low vibration energy, right? So feeling numb, do the exercises I just gave you. And that will help you greatly. Okay, any more questions before we wrap up, guys? You guys got some gold tonight. Do these exercises raise our consciousness? I'm thinking how to integrate this with the lessons in power versus force. Well, that's a big book, and there's a lot of information in there. So let me give you a couple of tips here. Anytime you dislodge or dissolve low vibration energy, you're raising your consciousness, because your consciousness is low. When you're in low vibration energy, low consciousness. So moving the energy, getting the energy moving again, okay? Again, we come back to definitions. High vibration energy is flowing, right? It's bright, it's moving up, it's moving out. It's it's creating, it's light, it's expansive. That's movement. So high vibration energy is movement. So when you're in a relationship with the girl, you know, and things are progressing, there's movement, you know, if she wants to go out with you again, or she wants to go home with you, or she wants to move in, or whatever, or you want to be girlfriend or boyfriend, or you want to get married. Hey, that's progress. It's moving. If you're dating a gal and you're not getting anywhere, you know, and you're spending money and you're not sure if she likes you, she's not like you, okay, that's not moving. It's not moving. It's pretty much low vibration energy. If it's not moving, then you got to check it. It may be just congested, or it may be stuck. Whatever it is, it's not moving in high vibrational energy. Okay, I hope that answers your question. If you have any more specific questions about that, you know, in that book, talks about a lot of low vibration energy emotions, and we'll be covering that too. This is the actual action discourse for power versus force. See, it's one thing to read about it, and as I'm going to explain next week, your low vibration energy and its chief henchman, which is known as the ego mind, loves information, wants to think about it some more. You know, when you're in pain, especially when you're going through a breakup, and you're feeling it, you know, or if she's leaving you, or if you don't want her to go and it's causing you some pain, what happens to you? You suddenly are obsessed with thinking about it all the time, obsessing. I do a lot of work with love, sex, and romance recovery. I have a lot of clients there, and I lead workshops here in town on that. I led one this morning, actually. And there's dynamics when we go into high stress situations. Anytime we're in high stress, when we're losing something or separated from something or have a disappointment or anything of that nature, what happens? The thoughts increase. Thinking. And thinking in that term is low vibration energy. So what we do is get out of our heads and get into our body and start moving that energy. And that's the crux of our lesson for next week, is identifying the location. Next week, what we're going to do is we're going to identify the location in our body of where this energy resides. And if we're in that place, the low vibration energy has got us. There's nothing that we can do. If we're in the location of where low vibration energy resides, there's nothing that you can do to get out of it. There's nothing that you can do while you're in there to get out. But I'm going to introduce a formula called 5, the formula of 5. Write that down, F-I-V-E. Formula of 5 next week. It's going to be a clear formula to get out of the low vibration energy, and especially where it resides in the body. So I got a great lesson for you guys happening next week. Now, the key thing is, remember what you learned today. Keep doing your exercises, master them. It's easy to do. They're not that complicated. And it's not about the knowledge so much. It's about the action. Okay? I give you how things work because, you know, we need a certain amount of intellectual understanding. But the key thing is understanding how the energy works. You know, the analogy of the bucket versus the river, energy like water. And write this down. Last thing you're going to write down tonight, you guys. Nothing changes until energy moves. Nothing changes until energy moves. Okay, we're going to expand upon that concept next week. Any last questions? Can we view energy awareness as an upgrade to our instincts? Can we view energy awareness as an upgrade to our instincts? The answer is absolutely. Absolutely. Chan, I want you to ask me that question first thing in the next class, because we're going to cover that. We're going to cover the various levels of man and how our instincts influence us, and to be able to recognize the instincts that want to pull us in low consciousness and how to transform them or transmute them to stay in high consciousness. So that's a great question. Okay. I think that's it for tonight. I don't see any more questions. So you guys, good work. Do your exercises. Be energetically aware this week. Remember, everything that you're seeing, look for the energetic counterparts. You're looking to see things. You're looking in lenses that most people don't see. And when you can recognize high vibration and low vibration energy, you have a clear understanding of where those energies go and how they work. And you can predict with amazing accuracy what's going to happen. So this is an added benefit, the ability to predict the future. How cool is that? Nor the ability to make decisions about, things you're not sure of, and by recognizing the energy to be right most, if not all of the time. Very cool. All right. Appreciate you guys. You're doing great. Hope you take this and give it everything you got. I look forward to seeing you guys next week, same time, same station here. And it'll be class 3 of the energy awareness training. So until then, stay in high vibration energy. All right. Good night, everyone.